What's up, y'all? It's winners quarterfinals of the grind. We're kicking things off right with Nature versus RK. I'm joined on the mic here by my man Skabs.
Yo.
Skabs, who you got?
This is going to be a real interesting match. RK is an incredibly patient Kirby player.
Yes.
And Nature going off of Mewtwo onto Lucario.
So he tells me that he absolutely hates the character Kirby, which is really weird because I feel like Kirby Mewtwo is not like a polarizing matchup in any way.
I don't think it is at all. I think Mewtwo wins it, but RK's really good in the matchup because he gets Shadow Ball and then he just never hits forward on the control stick.
Ah, so he's one of those types.
Yeah,
okay.
he is a very patient player. I think he's going to do the same thing here, but
I'm sure, yeah.
probably a little bit less effectively. This is actually one of those matchups, I can see this a little bit, where the shortness doesn't help him that much. He can't really duck under that much for Lucario. Like
he can duck the grab, and that's kind of big.
Yeah. But he can't really duck Aura Sphere charge.
No, not at all. Not at all.
And actually, I would say that Kirby's crap aerial mobility makes Aura Sphere not really a viable approach option.
For him, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I thought you meant against, like, Lucario. I was like, no. But that being said, Nature has expressed that he's a lot more comfortable going Lucario in this matchup. So it's something I'm not surprised to see, but I think, you know, like, what we've come to know of Nature, you kind of look at it and be like, the hell?
I mean, his Mewtwo, nice, though. You're dead? No. Great
Nope.
SDI.
Combination of SDI and then also, like, you know, you got to remember, like, Kirby really can air dodge out of a lot of those setups.
Yeah, he's a light character for sure.
Yep. I find the hardest part of this matchup, personally, I think, is just, like, you could take the damage, and you can avoid the kill setup, sure. But I find that getting the kill as Lucario, short of, like, a hard read, is kind of difficult.
I can certainly see that. I mean, especially with a player that plays patiently and safely like RK does.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of those 50-50s you get as Lucario when you get your opponent to run at you.
Yeah. But then on top of that, too, it's like he's so small that it's like hard to get.
That might be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, back air.
And right there, that means so much for the matchup, too.
Oh,
because
yeah.
if RK can just rack up a little bit more damage.
RK's got Rage, dude, and he's got Aura.
Yep. Well, no. So that's not how that works.
No, he doesn't get the Aura, yes, of course. He doesn't get the Aura attribute. He does get larger Aura spheres, though.
No, he doesn't. No,
Doesn't?
Kirby's Aura Sphere is a static. It's static as if he had 70 damage.
Wow.
Yep.
Today I learned.
Yep. Which, in a case like this, is worse, objectively. But most cases, it's actually a better scenario for him.
Yeah, I can certainly see that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of broken. Hold up. Ooh,
Yeah,
not quite going to get that cutter
Yeah, that's
mix-up.
not true.
It's not true, but Kirby's love going for the cutter mix-ups. I don't know why.
Well,
RK with the trips, too.
RK, that man has them on command. There are two things that RK's good with, and I'd want to go ahead. I've already, like, waxed poetically on his patience. Also, can we talk about how the man hasn't lost his power yet?
Nope. I swear RK has like a passive buff, like stickers from Brawl, where he just doesn't lose his power.
That man is actually just got a turbo controller. Check him.
Ooh!
Nice call out.
Get up, too. All right, RK taking that game one kind of nice.
Yeah.
Two-stock, baby.
I would really like to see the Mewtwo there. It just looked like Nature was kind of lost in that matchup.
See, that's
He had a lot of trouble approaching.
Yeah, and it's funny, too, because he's mentioned to me many times that he feels so much more comfortable in this matchup versus Mewtwo. So it's like, I'd like to see him make the switch, too. I think it's a better matchup. I think he's going to have a better time. It's a character he's more familiar with, but there we go, yep.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see comfort, but I just felt like in that match specifically, like maybe against other Kirbys he might be comfortable, but against RK he really didn't seem like he got into a groove.
That's actually the Kirby he name-dropped specifically.
Really?
Yeah,
Jeez.
so I'm kind of shocked to see it. But, you know, maybe RK got the download. All right. To kind of hop on RK for a second, I respect the hell out of this man's hustle. He researches and adapts and practices, sometimes even specific players, so well. And I think that's why we see this very steady, consistent come up of RK.
Well, I feel like that he is kind of he's a Wi-Fi warrior though, in the sense that he absolutely can get caught in ruts. Like he'll get in these.
Yeah.
He has these habits that conditioning him is really difficult because he has these particular approach options that he loves to utilize that he will not get off if you snuff them out. But that shield
that
is
true. He's
small.
very habit-driven. That's all right.
Yeah, he couldn't shield that. He had to take that hit.
We are seeing
Now, you're still seeing, your Nature's definitely going ahead and like starting to
Ooh.
out-pressure him there. There you go, calling out the air dodge. Kirby cannot drift away from those pseudo 50-50s from Mewtwo. Yeah, go ahead and eat this.
Yeah, you can't swallow that.
I got a meal for you right here, boy. Come get it. That was really nice. Nair is actually, we've seen it twice now where Nature has like failed to actually get any links on Nair with Kirby. It's so annoying to get floaty characters like this particularly. If you get them with like just the upper body parts of Nair, there are no followers.
Yeah, I can see that. Ooh,
he had an opportunity.
Ooh, all right, catching the
teleport.
Yeah. Sad too, because like even the hard read like that, like he's still a good bit away from taking the stock. I feel like.
Yeah, Kirby not.
Ooh, hold up! Did I speak too soon? I did.
Wow. Nature trying to end the game right there and ends up, of course, taking the Mewtwo, second lightest character in the game. That is an easy kill setup for RK. He ain't gonna miss those.
And that's another thing too. He's very proficient at those, but
yeah, he's very good at punishing, for sure. For a character that doesn't have like the best punish game, he's got his maximizes Kirby.
RK missing that run-up grab, but
Nature's fiending for this air dodge.
He's fiending for the air dodge, and he's playing it right. He's really just like staying back, playing safe, not really committing.
He's actually really one thing that I like about his playstyle right now. He's been using Shadow Ball to whittle down Kirby's shield.
Yes.
And that's like, you see a lot of players just like throw a full screen Shadow Ball, and it's like, oh, why are you wasting the charge? It's not a waste if they can no longer shield for the next 5 seconds.
Exactly.
No tilt, or no trip, but he does get a really nice combo to that. Good SDI, though, from Nature to actually escape that top hit of that cutter. Might have also been a bit of a factor from the rage.
Oh!
Landing is so difficult. That's dead.
Yep.
Good job snuffing out that air dodge. Again, Nature is living off of making RK work to get back to the stage.
Yes, and I think, hey, Dinner, what was the score on that? 2-0 him? I think that's one thing, too, is like, he is so rooted in his habits when it comes to doing things like, air dodging out of certain things, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, Kirby does really have a really bad disadvantage state.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can definitely see Nature exploiting some of these habitual air dodges here. I mean, Kirby's disadvantage state kind of mediocre, as I just said, and Nature is definitely like just rooting for these air dodges. He knows his way of getting ahead, and then he knows his way of taking those stocks.
Yep.
We've seen really a lot more fundamentals from Nature. Like, he's usually a pretty flashy Mewtwo with his movement, and he's kind of just like simmered it down. He's just going to go ahead and do good spacing and take advantage as much as he can. I'm liking the calmness I'm seeing from Nature.
Yeah, and that's something I think he really, maybe that's why he didn't feel as comfortable. Maybe he felt as though like he isn't able to kind of do his rush down effectively in this matchup. But, you know, when he slows down to his pace, you know, you can kind of see, you know, again, why this is a better matchup for him. And it's not just the, you know, whole like, oh, I main this character and pocket the other. It really is just a matter of, like, I choose to not approach and I have a % lead. What are you going to do?
Well, it looks like what RK is going to do right now is just box.
Yes.
Like, that's really the only... Ooh, is that dead?
Hello?
Very nice.
Every time I say something about RK, what are you gonna do? Oh, Vanilla, let me show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get this 2-frame with, or it wasn't even really a 2-frame. He just kind of called it. Yeah.
I mean, he exploited the fact that, I mean, teleport recoveries have the same problem that all characters do, where if you get hit, you cannot grab stage.
Ooh, that shield!
Ooh.
That was a very close, almost death. And Nature choosing to go for the up air, getting the, it looks like weak hit too.
Yeah, if he had had a strong hit, that would have been dead for sure. Just ducking under the Shadow Claw and the Eternal Struggle.
Ooh!
Why aren't your combos true?
I'm not gonna lie. I actually high-key hate that about Mewtwo. How you'll be comboing him and then you get forward air, and sometimes you have rage and you're like, this isn't gonna be a nice combo, and then you're dead, and I'm like, what's going on? But good awareness to Nature to know, you know, like, hey, I can make love to this C-stick and get this stock.
It's like, don't you like Luigi's Nair? What if it killed at like 100?
Wild. Too wild for me.
RK, I mean, I think he's used just down tilt his entire stock. I'm loving it. He's committed to getting that trip punish. These short hop approaches are just not working out for him now. He's really only getting success on these down tilt trips.
Nature's lucky that he was by the edge for that trip too.
It's kind of impressive, really, that RK is with Kirby outranging Mewtwo's down tilt with his own. That's kind of wild.
Now that's called a neutral, baby.
That's called, yeah, that's how perfect spacing, knowing your character.
Ooh! That, I do not think he had any intention of air dodging into the ground, but nature kind of forcing him into that position to make a very easy misinput or just bad input.
Yeah, those down tilts to pop you up, I mean, it's kind of a 50-50. Is he going to Shadow Claw me? Oh, well, better go ahead and air dodge, and then, oh, I guess he didn't.
Solid play coming in from nature, putting himself in semifinals. We're going to move on. Get that, probably have Dexter and Mike next.